Welcome back to the channel. Today it's going to be more of like a vlog. I'm really actively trying to make it more daily content because my daily content has been like monthly, which is not good. Especially the fact that I need to get like 1,000 watch hours in a year, and I'm only at 4.5. We're 3 months in already, I think. But yeah, I need to get that number up. So today, if it can be more interactive via like you guys go down and comment what you think would be a good idea or what things I can do with a relatively, or not a relatively, but a low budget. First option of the day, no, I'm just kidding. This thing's getting junked. The only thing I need out of it is the clutch pedals, master-slave cylinder, front wheel spacers. Those are off the back. And my dad wants the leaf springs and the shocks, and pretty much this is going away because it was in a wreck and it's horribly rusted out and she's a mess. It was once lost dreams. Very unfortunate. But in terms of this is an EG33 for my Subaru SVX. Lighting is very low. I'll turn on some more lights here in just a second. Actually, hold on. Cool. This is an EG33. It goes for my Subaru SVX. I have 3 of these engines. 1, 2, 1 in the car. That one is completely toast. I do not expect it to be in any form of operating condition. Ever, I don't know, I've never opened it. But there's a whole lot of metal up in there. This one is good. This one's good to go. Come out of a running car that was in an accident. Thank you, Coda. You have been very kind. Even though I had to drive 4 hours to go get it in snow in a 2-wheel drive F-150 on summer tires. That was fun. But this engine is going to be going in my SVX. Same thing. Got to clean it up. La-di-da. This will be the last engine I put in the SVX before I go to more extreme measures. I'm talking Chevy LS measures. Chevy LS all-wheel drive. That's my dream. And I would like to achieve that dream with your support. But yeah, this goes in the SVX. Just going to put all this, fold it over, put my SVX underneath it. Or put this engine underneath my SVX stuff. Underneath, I'm going to double check, make sure my stuff is hooked up the same. Because I think the lack of torque I'm having is due to the fact that the transmission being high miles is binding. The front diff is binding with the transmission. That's what I believe is happening. Because the engine's fine. It sounds the same. It's very jumpy. But the tone doesn't change, so that's what I'm led to believe. That's why I have somewhere... That's why I have this. This is out of an '05 Outback with, I believe, 50,000 miles. All I know is it's about a fraction the amount of miles that the transmission that's in the car has. All I'm doing with this is I want to tear it down so I can go ahead and transfer the speed noodle over. The speed noodle goes right about here. Yeah, speed noodle goes here. I need a speed noodle there so I can have speedometer pickup, because I'm a spoiled little boy and I need my speed reading. But yeah, if anybody's interested in a 1993, 1995, really any SVX, 4-speed automatic, complete, TCM, shifter, everything, complete, let me know. Or even an EJ18 crankshaft, regardless. Yeah, that's just going away. That engine's going in the SVX. This engine that's in the SVX, since it's not completely trashed just yet, I think I killed my thrust bearing. I'm going to have it sent off to get rebuilt, because I have another plan that I'll get to here in just a second. This is an AMC 242, also more commonly known as Jeep 4-liter. A few things need to be changed, like this needs to be plugged off, and this wire needs to be extended over there. You can't see that. This wire needs to go over there because it's a different intake manifold. This one flows better, I've read. That one's a Jeep intake. But yeah, and there's the fuel pump. Standalone harness. It's a complete running driving engine. I need to get this on a pallet today or tomorrow or Thursday. Having no job is fun. Oh yeah, and I quit my job. I quit my job as a lube technician. I'm no longer changing oil for people. It was very unrewarding. And And I'm working on e-commerce sites. I'm working on this. I'm doing jobs on the side. All I know is $100 a day keeps the bills away. $100 a day for 5 days a week will put me in a better position from where I left on Hatton. All I know is I need at least 200. All I know is I at least need 300 a month to get by. But that's not the plan. I'm trying to get out of this house before the age of 20. This will be sold. I don't care. He can shut up. Because that's how it works. He's the owner. I'm the laborer. I only get $400. He gets like $6 out of it. And then the welder, I need to buy that because that's a big money maker of mine. I need to clean up. I have no table space anywhere. Most of this is just Volvo stuff. I got this to retrofit the Volvo, but I can't. Or I can, but I just have to get rid of most of it. This goes back in the Volvo trunk. That's from quitting my job. This is target practice for another occasion. This is a cam I need to give back to my friend. Motorcycle, exhaust bends. I guarantee you some of the exhaust bends will be used for a turbo setup on something I don't know what. This is the longest continuous clip I've ever made. I need to get the clutch out of that flywheel back over here because that clutch over there has the Ford one and I believe this one has the Jeep one. I know it's backwards. It's because I was planning to put that transmission behind that 4-liter. But then the Volvo ran fine again. And that was another thing that was going to happen. I was going to have a 4-liter swapped Volvo. Badass. Probably going to be slower than stock right off the bat. But they sound pretty cool cammed. And since the Volvo runs, I can just use it as a regular daily. And we're using it as a regular daily. That means I can save up for other things, like a house or an LS swap, LM7 swap. But yeah, scrap aluminum. I have nothing to do with that differential. Chevy Cruise pistons, Subaru Impreza pistons. Ignore that one. Prot rods. All I know is aluminum scrap. Most of this is aluminum scrap. Air filter I wanted to put on the Volvo, but decided not to because it's just a daily. 4th gen air pump and EGR stuff. EGR valve is brand new. Nobody ever has a new EGR valve on their 4th gen anymore. Everybody gets rid of that. Sneak peek on what's going on, what I want to do here pretty soon, because I can actually afford it. I'll go through it all here in just a second. 488 going my dad's Jeep. Okay, I'm doing the labor. That's because I broke the axle on that one. I need to list a lot of stuff for sale. I got some resonators I need to sell. One's out of a 15 Cruise, one's out of a 15 ST. I need to part out an axle, sell some stuff out of that. That's gone Saturday. I'm going to list these airboxes for sale. I'm just going to hide them in the roof so that they're out of the way. This would have been a cool wattle ornament. There's plenty of wrecked Jeeps out there. I'll be fine. Uh-oh. He didn't take his... I'll ask him if he wants that. It's the same guy I gave the hatch to. Back there's a mess. Everything's a mess. There's my toolbox. That's cool. But anyway, now all the time you've been waiting for. We're in the back of the house now. It's really nice being able to do this in the middle of the day when I know that most of my neighbors are at work, because I'm very squeamish behind the camera. I'm not comfortable just yet to be out in public. It's a very beautiful day. I love post-rainy days. Tires I just need to throw away because they're not going anywhere. Tires I need to demount and throw away because they're junk. That's not mine. I was looking for that a while ago. All I know is that's garbage. I don't even know if that's a cat. I have no idea. If you want it, come get it. It's probably empty. It's very old. I don't know. Did they even have cats in the 70s? I don't know. That's a muffler. But yeah, that's the whole stock exhaust for what I'm talking about here. And if the exhaust header pattern gives you an idea of what I'm talking about, there's the bottom of it. But underneath this blue tarp is my 1975 Subaru GL 1400. I call it a GSR, but it is not a real GSR. But whenever I say GSR, just know it's not a real GSR. But that's what I call this car. Is GSR. GSR is pretty much the 70s version of Subaru STI today. It's got a cam, dual intake, dual carburetors. This one doesn't. It was just a stock 1400, single carb, probably stock cam. It's in Australia now, for as far as I understand. I don't know. I got 500 bucks for it. I'm happy because I only paid $20 for the whole car. It was a complete car too. I'll show you more, but it's underneath the wet tarp, and it's a surprise for later. But all I know is I'll be working on it here pretty soon. First up is getting the new engine, new transmission, and most likely a new clutch setup in the SVX, so that is dailyable again, since it is re-tagged and ready to go. And after that, it's pretty much game time. Hopefully I have a couple e-commerce sites going up by then. All I know is I'm doing about 20 hours a week worth of e-commerce stuff every day. See how it goes. Working e-commerce full-time. But yeah, underneath this tarp is a gloriously patinaed, rare, super rare, classic Subaru. Front-wheel drive, 5-speed manual. It's got the badge. It's got everything. I love this car. Does it even still have the badge? Oh, it does. I feel the 5. Yes. That 5-speed badge is glorious. I'm going to re-stick it to the car and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. And I will not touch this car. Maybe, if I can, I'll get a clear coat over it. But all I know is once rust is started, it's hard to stop rust. So this car will probably rust away. But at least it won't be completely gone by the time I die. But underneath the car, that's the thing, is I bought this car, there's no reason to restore it, because sure, the body was straight, there's little body damage, it's a complete car, it was a complete car. Inside was completely ratted out. I had nests everywhere. The doors were full of literal shit up to here. Yeah, it was a mess. Most of it was just cleaning, and then 16-year-old me decided to cut out all the floorboards and welded new ones. Well, now I'm going to be cutting all of that out and using it as sheet metal, because I want to put a Subaru 1.8 liter carbureted engine with a Weber carburetor, Weber 3236 carburetor, in the middle of this car, because the 1.8 liter doesn't fit underneath the hood of this Subaru because it is simply too wide. This one had a pushrod 1.4 liter. I'm putting a overhead cam 1.8 liter. And I have a front wheel drive 5-speed for that 1.8 liter and the harness and ECU for it. Even though it's going carbureted, I just have the ECU just in case it needs anything. Pretty much it's just coil, power and ground, and a whole lot of vacuum lines to make the adjustable to make the auto advanced distributor function properly, because it's got this weird vacuum controlled advance and retard system on the distributor. All I know is that engine's going in the middle of this thing. Mid-engine Subaru. Yes. Turbo in the future? Maybe. But I'm starting off with a Weber 3236 overhead cam 1.8 liter EA82. Welcome back inside. Behind that is an EA81 252. Actually, no, this one has like 280,000 miles on the odometer of the car I pulled it out of. I still have the odometer, so we'll get an actual reading on that. This thing is literally unkillable. Now, before it goes into the car, obviously we'll be getting new timing belts, new water pump, new pulleys, a cleanup, a tire new gasket reseal kit, because this thing leaked oil like nobody's business. And I have the pedal box, and I believe this one used a mechanical clutch setup which will probably have to be converted to hydraulic. I don't really know how I'm going to do that, but it will be a thing to figure out when I get there, because all these engines used mechanical clutch, and I guarantee there's a way to make it hydraulic. But all I know is I have the pedal box, which will probably be changed out for a different one for an easier hydro setup. But yeah, obviously most of the parts will just be junkyard parts, and and dang, I even kept the big brakes off that car. Dang, I got everything. Everything. Alright, maybe not everything. I need steel. I need to get a whole lot of piping, and I need a pipe bender too. It'll be good pipe good pipe welding practice. Yeah, that's a future project. That will probably be the first big series that kicks off on my YouTube channel. And it all comes from you guys. My most popular YouTube video has like 200 views. That feels like 1 million to me. 200 people watched that video. 7 people liked it. 7 people liked a very mediocre YouTube video I put out. Very mediocre. I'm sorry for all the mediocre content that's coming out. I have 0. The most video recording skills I have started with those little Lego cars recording with my phone. Recording and editing with my phone. I'm just going to say that now. Now I have a camera. I have one camera and my phone camera. That's it. I'm really working with nothing here. But yeah, I'm excited for my first big project. The front of the GL Coupe, obviously they're single solid rotors, which kind of sucks. But dual piston